You have come to trouble my existence." "Unintentionally," said I. "Unintentionally," replied the stranger, raising his voice a little. "Was it unintentionally that the Abraham Lincoln pursued me all over the seas?"
I grew up listening to audiobooks since, way before I can even remember. I always had a little cassette player, which was very vintage and retro of me. And then I had a little Walkman, which also, very 80s of me. And I loved listening to audiobooks in every different medium. I think it's so beautiful to understand the history of, the spoken word projected from the radio and then to the cassette, to the record, and eventually to the CD, and now to digital. I came out of the booth yesterday on our penultimate day, and I was literally dripping with sweat like I had come from a hot yoga class, both because of the heat and because it's just so, your whole body gets into it. It's so physically intense, and especially with the voice that I've given to Nemo. He really gesticulates and he really projects, and that's a lot. In terms of the creative process, I found it actually really exciting to sort of dive into each different character, and I tried not to think about portrayals of masculinity in any of them. I really wanted to just bring them to light through other different types of traits. I think it's so interesting that this recording, to my knowledge, I may be totally wrong, but to my knowledge, is the first or one of the first executed by a female narrator. And I hope that it might bring some interested readers who may otherwise never pick up an all-male adventure story to, turn on this book and embrace it and enjoy it for the first time and go on this adventure. But most of all, I hope that people will see themselves reflected in it in a new way, that they can go along on this huge seafaring adventure. They can challenge the norm. They can go, I was going to say where no man has gone before, but that's Star Trek. You can use that, though. I love Star Trek. That they can go to these uncharted territories, and whoever you are and whatever your background is, that opportunity is available and accessible to you.
The great depths of the ocean are entirely unknown to us. Soundings cannot reach them. What passes in those remote depths, what beings live or can live 12 or 15 miles beneath the surface of the waters.